Support for Radio Friends comes from OsteoStrong. Improvements in bone density, strength, and power can be achieved by weekly 5-minute no-sweat sessions on their 4-Spectrum machines. These isometric robotic machines safely emulate high-impact loading on different parts of the skeletal system, which stimulates activity in bone-building cells. Balance and agility can be improved by 2-minute sessions on vibration plates. Every session is supervised by a trained coach. Learn more on Facebook or call to set up a complimentary wellness assessment and session.
Good morning and welcome to Radio Friends on Thursday, December the 15th. My friend Dr. C.B. Chastain from the College of Veterinary Medicine, University of Missouri with us today.
Hi, Paul.
And this being the holiday time, you wanted to talk about items that our pets can get into which are not good for them.
Right.
The first thing that popped into my head for dogs was chocolate.
Right, yeah.
But then you had something else.
Yeah, we talked about chocolate and we talked about plants, and I'll briefly go over those if we have time, but I want to talk about a new one today, excuse me, and that's marijuana. Marijuana, dogs have more receptors in their brain for marijuana than people do, and so they're more susceptible to some of the harmful effects of marijuana.
Eating the marijuana or inhaling?
Yeah, that's another problem, is that marijuana, dogs will seek it out because it's usually put in baked treats, so that if it's a treat, they're going to eat it. Or the marijuana seeks them out because they can get it from secondhand smoke. So it's kind of hard for dogs to avoid it if it's in the household.
So what does the marijuana do to the dogs?
Well, it makes them look drunk. They'll stumble, they'll stagger, their pupils will be dilated. They may be lethargic or they may get aggressive. Another thing that's unusual in dogs is that it'll cause urinary incontinence. So they're stumbling around peeing places. So I don't know why anybody'd want that, but that's a problem. Now, if they take enough of it to be dangerous, then they'll have tremors and they'll shake and then they'll have seizures.
What about cats? Could it affect cats too?
No, cats don't seek it out as much. I guess they could get it from the smoke, but they must hide from it because the reports in cats are much less than dogs.
All right. So if you're listening and you have marijuana in your house or you're using marijuana, you want to make sure that the dogs, if you have a dog, your dog is not close to it.
Well, yeah, you want to do this anyway. You ought to keep it, if it's going to be in the house, it needs to be up high and in a cabinet. So it's not only away from dogs, it's away from kids.
Right.
And if you're going to smoke it, you probably shouldn't do it in the house, where there's
the dogs do it. Because you might find that your dog gets high on it, and he may start walking and stumbling around and urinating at the same time, not knowing that he's doing it.
Right.
Okay.
Now, there's one other thing I want to mention about this is that some people will give them marijuana intentionally because they think it's funny to see them drunk. It's not funny.
No.
It's animal abuse, and in some circumstances, that can be a Class E felony in Missouri. 4 years in jail, up to $10,000 fine.
Really?
Yes.
Okay.
So don't do it.
No, it's not good for your animal. We're just about out of time, CB, but run over that list of items that are dangerous for pets.
Okay. Well, bones, you want to stay away from poultry and pork bones. Foods, there's chocolate, grapes, and raisins, macadamia nuts, dietary candy, candy made for diabetics. You don't want to let them get to that. Plants, poinsettias, hollies, and mistletoes, those usually only just cause a little vomiting. Mistletoe is the most dangerous because it can affect the heart.
And that is poisonous.
Right. And then medications, which is a problem all year round. About a fourth to a half of all poisonings in dogs now are from medications.
Okay.
And they're common ones. There's Aleve, Motrin, let's see.
Aspirin can be
Advil,
paralyzing too.
Yeah. Right, Tylenol, and then blood pressure medications and anti-anxiety medications.
So keep them all away from the pets.
Right, and some of them are really little, so you can drop them.
Do not know it. Thank you, CB. I appreciate it.
Thanks,
and Merry
Paul.
Christmas to you.
Same to you.
All right, now I want to introduce you to a young lady who is making her first appearance with us. This is Deanna Barger, and you are Director of Development of Missouri Girlstown. Tell us, we've not talked about Girlstown, so tell us, what is Missouri Girlstown?
Sure. So Missouri Girlstown is a residential treatment facility for girls who are in crisis. Our clients are referred to us from the Children's Division, which means that they're in the foster system or adoption system, and they've got some elevated behaviors, so they need our specialized
The
care.
age group that you're working with. What are
We're licensed to care for kids from ages 8 all the way up to 21. So as soon as they turn 18, they're not booted out of the system or anything.
how long do most of the girls stay with you?
It averages anywhere from 6 months to a year, but some of our clients have been with us for a little bit longer.
And what are you trying to accomplish when you come in? They're really in crisis, aren't they?
Yes.
But you try to set up, and if you're watching on online or on television right now, we've got shots of the campus. You set it up like a home environment.
Yeah. So our clients live in a communal living situation. So they live in a house full of other girls who are probably going through some similar things as them. And they have their meals. They've got their own bedrooms usually.
Do they have chores that they have to perform?
Yes, they do.
So they have to be part of the family and take care of certain things.
Yes.
Are they going to school in a regular school and then coming back to Girlstown?
Most of our clients are not. Most of our clients are going to school on our campus. We've got our own school building, which has 6 classrooms in it and a library and a conference room. So it's a really great facility for them to get the individualized education that they need.
After a girl leaves Girlstown, have you ever had them come back and say, "Thank you for helping me straighten out my life"?
We have, yes. We have to really wait for them to reach back out to us. But yes, it does happen. And, we're really happy to be just one stop on their journey to healing and moving forward.
I would imagine it's a very emotional situation because many of these young ladies who come in have been abused. They don't really know what love is or a loving family. So they come into Girlstown and you try to set it up as close as possible to a home environment. And there is love there then.
Yeah. There's certainly boundaries that we have to set to make sure that everything's appropriate, and so that they know where we are in their step to healing. But yes, absolutely. We give them the love that they may have never had before.
If you want more information on this, you can go to MissouriGirlstown.org. You can find out more about Girlstown, and if you want to make a donation,
yes,
you can make that online too.
Definitely. We're actually participating in Como Gives this year, so
okay.
you can
all right.
You can donate that way.
So think about giving to Girlstown. All right, we're out of time. Thank you so much for coming.
Thank you.